What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gio. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to share with you guys what I've been manifesting. It's been going great for me, and I just want to share this energy with you guys because it might inspire one of you and to keep going, right? To keep believing what your desired reality is. But let me start at the beginning. I'm originally from Houston, and before COVID, I was actually a full time musician out there. I was living my truth, making money with music. And when COVID happened, it shut everything down. I was devastated. I was depressed, but I had to go and get another job. So I went and I got a remote job somewhere. I was working from home. I was in love at the time as well with a partner that I had been with for about 5 years. And so we both decided we wanted to start a family, and so we ended up getting pregnant. And when we did, we were wanted to move out of Houston to go raise our child somewhere else. And her parents lived out here in Colorado, so we decided to try it out. We wanted to come out in here and try out Colorado. When we moved over here and my son was born in 2021, everything was awesome. I was like, okay, I'm a father now, and I'm about to be a husband. We're gonna get married next year. So in 2022, we ended up getting married. But long story short, within 6 months of us being married, she hits me with, "I don't want to be with you anymore," and it devastated me because I'm a ride or die. Like I want to be with somebody forever. That's the type of person I am. I thought we were just going through a little hurdle, a little road bump, and we were going to be fine if we worked through it, if we communicated. But the communication wasn't there, and the spark wasn't there anymore. So she decided she didn't want to be with me anymore, and I had to be okay with it. One, because I love my son and I didn't want to put him in between a war, right? Two, because I love her too. I loved her unconditionally. Well, I still do, right? I love her unconditionally. So, and especially now that she's my son's mom, I want her to be happy too. And it took everything from me to be able to get to this point right now where I'm telling you this, because it was devastating. I lost my family essentially, and I didn't want to keep that resentment. I didn't want to keep the anger inside of me, so I had to do the inner work. Once we separated, I went my separate ways, and I was working at an office here in Colorado at the time too, and so I decided to just tackle my feelings and my emotions, right? I was pretty upset, and when I started this channel about 6 months ago, I was still kind of going through that stuff, and I was doing the inner work every day to be able to get better, and I'm going through therapy and all that stuff, right? So I did the inner work so that I can start focusing on my desired reality, because I believe that you can't really focus on what you want until you do away with all the worries, all the fear, all the anxiety, all the anger, all that stuff. And I had to get rid of all that. And I'm sitting here today telling you that I've gotten rid of that because I've been doing it every day. I've been doing the self-love, I've been doing the affirmations, I've been doing the visualizations, everything. So a lot of times before you even actually experience something, you have to feel the feelings of it before you actually experience it. And I know that sounds weird, but honestly, that's the key. You have to feel what you actually want to feel instead of what you don't. And when I started this channel, I wanted to share my knowledge on manifestation that I had before previously, what I manifested with my music and things like that. But I also wanted to build a community. I wanted to share my personal story, my personal, journey, and I wanted to hear from other people as well. So that's why I'm making a video like this. Not to say that won't make another video like how I've been making them with the script and everything, where I write everything down, but I just feel like this is more real, like I love videos like this, and I wanted to make more videos like this as well. So I appreciate you for watching. Now, whenever I was alone and I was in a new state without my family, without my friends, because I left all that stuff over there. I didn't have a music career anymore either. I was working at this office, and I wanted to get back into the music again because that's who I am. I've always been that, and that's my salvation, right? Like, and also I make people feel good with my music and everything. It's just such a great feeling, and I wanted to get back to that. While I was posting on Instagram and TikTok a lot, even while I was not feeling great, but I was putting my music out there, everything, and I started to build a following on both platforms, and even on YouTube. Right, on my YouTube, it started blowing up and everything, and so I honestly wanted to connect with people with the music and doing what I love again so much that I was just whatever. I was just posting every day, every day, every day. Sure enough, my followers started going up, my views started going up, the algorithm picked me up, and everything was going great. And that side of it, but I still hadn't gotten back to the live shows and the DJing and everything that I did before to be able to make money. And I was working at this office, and I would tell all my friends there at the office like, oh, this is what I'm doing, this is, check it out, my video went viral, this or that, and I was still playing gigs here and there, one-offs, but I wasn't really doing it full time like I was doing it before. And so with this job, I was only getting paid a certain amount of money an hour, and I was also doing Uber Eats in the evenings and weekends to be able to supplement, some income. And so my coworker, one of them was like, "Man, I feel like you're not gonna be here that long." I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Well, I feel like you're just so passionate about what you do and what you love that you need to be out there doing that. You used to be full time before COVID. Like, go back to that." And I was like, "You're right. Yeah, yeah." So she saw the vision and believed in me, and I had to believe in myself that way too, right? Because it's all about your belief system. So she like foreshadowed something because a few months later, which was 2 months ago in December, it's now February 2025, they basically laid me off of my office job. And instead of crying about it, instead of worrying about it so much, I literally left the office when they laid me off, and I turned on my Uber app and started making money. Then I started doing Uber full time. And so then I realized, okay, I'm making about the same amount of money that I was making at the office doing Uber full time. So now I got to go find another part time. And I was talking to my friend Coffee, and he was like, "Dude, like, don't find another part time. Go get your gigs up, man. Go DJ again. Go start events and do all this stuff like how you did in Houston, man." Because he's a full time musician down there right now. So he's doing it. And he's like, "Dude, if I could do it, you could do it, man. Just remember who you are." And I was like, "Dude, you're right. Like, I need to." So 2 weeks after I got laid off, I had a show in Denver. That was my first ticketed event, my first one. And I was a little nervous because I was like, man, I don't really have a following out here. But I posted this video to promote the show the day before the show, and it blew up in Denver. People in Denver were like, "Whoa, I want to go see this. Where can I get tickets and all this?" Guys, I ended up selling the most tickets out of all the groups that were on the lineup, and I got moved to headliner. I headlined, and people were going crazy over my set. The music that I do is called cumbia, and it's a dance music, so people love to dance. And they were asking me, "When's the next one? When's the next one?" And even people online that didn't get to go to the show, they were like, "Oh, I missed it. Like, when's the next one?" So immediately, I thought quick on my feet. I was like, "Okay, I need to find a place to do this every month." The next day, I called a friend, and she had just opened up a venue in Denver, and she, was looking to do events and things like that. And I was like, "Hey, how do you feel about doing a cumbia event?" And she was like, "Let's do it. Like, that's what I want too." All right, cool. So we set it for a month later, and you guys, this past Friday was our first event, and we sold it out. I kid you not. Go check. Go check on my Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. And I'll even put a little bit of a screenshot here about it. But honestly, we sold it out, and that was the sign from the universe saying like, "Dude, you got this, man." So my full time job is Uber Eats right now, and then I'm doing gigs again. So that's my part time, and I'm getting the same amount of money that I was before. So I basically replaced my income now. My goal is to just do music full time and do events. So I'm doing different events now. And I recently got hit up on Instagram by a bar in Denver that wants me to DJ there every Friday. So now I got a DJ gig every Friday. You see what I'm saying? So like if I didn't succumb to the fear and the anxiety and all that about, oh, what am I going to do for money, like, no, I just started doing it, right? Because I was already moving towards that anyway when I was working. Remember when I said my coworker was telling me that I need to be doing that? I was already doing it. I was slowly, moving towards that. And I was doing all the affirmations, doing the visualizations, and doing the outer work too, like connecting with people online and going to places and connecting with people face to face. So it's about doing both the inner and outer work. It's not just one, or the other, right? It's just doing both. And similarly, you have to do the inner work for the outer work to work, because honestly, if you're always down and depressed, and if you don't believe that you can do it, nobody's going to want to hire you for anything. If I didn't show up to those places confident and knowing what I can do, there nobody would call me back, for real. So I had to get into a place where I was feeling way better about myself. and get to that state of mind and state of being of like, hey, I got this, and believe in myself completely to the fullest. That's how I was able to manifest this stuff. And then now I got a monthly event and I got a weekly DJ gig, and it's gonna keep going. I recently got hit up to do a South by Southwest show in Austin, an official one. I'm working towards that. And then right now, before this video, we solidified a show in well, actually 3 shows in New York for the end of March. So I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, do the inner work, believe in yourself, do all the affirmations, visualizations, do all that stuff because it does work. You just have to believe it works for real. You have to believe in yourself so much and just be authentically you. And I know that sounds cliche and all that, but honestly, who else is going to do it for you if you don't do it? So please do the work yourself, do the inner work, and you'll see results. I'm telling you, as a living testament to it right now, I'm moving towards more and more towards my desired reality. And if you check out a video that I did before the new year, I was talking about stepping into your desired reality. That's what I've been doing. You have to do it and you have to believe it's working. Honestly, it's just kind of like the placebo effect, right? Like when somebody is sick, they're giving them the placebos, telling them, hey, this is a medicine, it's going to help you out and all this stuff. These people are consciously being like, yes, this medicine is going to help me, and they're believing it's going to help them, but it turns out to be a sugar pill. And then it's like, yo, it was all within you the whole time. So please go do the inner work. And if this message inspires you, share it with somebody who you think would might, benefit from it, from hearing this. I appreciate everybody for commenting, for liking the videos, for subscribing and all that. I'm going to be doing more videos every day because I'm so excited. I'm just going to keep sharing all this info, sharing all this love that I got for life, and I hope somebody connects with it. I hope everybody that sees this video connects with it in some way. And if it does, if you feel something from this video, comment below and I'll follow you back, and we'll just build a community here within ourselves, because I follow a bunch of people that do this manifestation stuff, and I love it. I love commenting, I love sharing it, all that stuff. I want to be a part of the community. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in, for checking out this video. Go check out my other videos if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Much love to everybody. Keep the vibe up, everybody. Let's keep the vibe up for real. Let's go. We got this. You got this. Much love.